You have delved into the depths of the underhive of Soleil with Anthrax and Book, and you have emerged with the power core. You receive the promised payment, and you tally up your resources. Between you, Book, and his beastmen, you should be able to purchase a new ship. You have some excellent weapons in the Gauss rifles you acquired from the mysterious dealer, but your armor could stand an upgrade from the damaged carapace breastplate and the flak armor that you had from the beginning. However, armor can be improved later. Having the freedom to pursue different opportunities throughout whatever system Kazazel is currently pilfering was simply too much of an advantage to pass up. As you return to the main ship, Anthrax chuckles to himself as he hands over the power core to his own servitors and they move it into the bowels of the ship. You see Kazazel himself as he watches the renegade tech priest go below with his prize.
I don't think I've seen him in such high spirits before. But I can see why. Now the happy little tech maniac can conduct his quaint experiments without redirecting power from the starboard aft engine array.
Kazazel seems in good spirits himself. He had a bit more color in his face, and he seemed downright jovial.
Oh, you've done well for yourself, my friend. You likely received a healthy cut of the profits on that haul, Now, what will you do with your wealth? Fritter it away on warp dust and loose individuals of your preferred gender and species? Perhaps invest it conservatively in Imperial war bonds? Oh, they take 400 years to mature, but you can't ask for better security than that.
After some brief consideration, you decide to tell Kazazel of your plans. He'll know sooner or later anyway, as you will need to dock your vessel in the Obeziana Avtobus anyway.
A fine idea, my friend. Increased opportunity. New chances to kill and be killed out in the cold, merciless vacuum of space. Oh, you can do as you wish, of course, but as your supreme overlord of this vessel, I reserve the right to commandeer you and your compatriots if I have need of you. Now, I do have some contacts on this planet that I can recommend, a few dealers who won't rip the shirt off your back, unless you're a complete idiot.
You decide to take Kazazel up on his offer, as he makes a few recommendations and then sends you off to Teresa to make the arrangements. It takes you a few days figuring out what you're looking for, talking to the beastmen, discussing things with various traders, haggling for the best price, but eventually you are able to purchase a modified cargo vessel. There's a fair amount of space for transporting your ill-begotten gains, and there's also a fair number of weapon systems that have been added to make it more suitable for piratical purposes. The only downside to the craft is that in atmospheric flight, it's a little slow and difficult to maneuver. However, any ship that's designed to haul cargo or men is going to have similar problems. The vessel also has no void shields, but it is heavily armored and has a number of redundant systems, so it can take a pounding and still remain functional. She was brick-like in almost every sense of the word. She looked like a brick, she flew like a brick, she hit like a brick, and she was ready to go.
By the muses! What an ugly ship! Fortunately, I see the value in practicality. Otherwise, I'd have a much prettier crew. Well done, my friend. Now all you have to do is give her a proper name. Now, on to important business. We've been on this rock long enough. I've had my fun. I've made my money. But the longer I stay on Salé, the more I feel positively oversaturated with the smell of piss and grog. It's time to move on and find ourselves another rich, soft target.
Teresa shook her head at Kazazel, grinning.
Not bad, newbie. You haven't been on the crew very long, and you already have your own vessel, though I understand you're sharing it with the Beastmen. Well, we all have to start somewhere. Your rise has been very interesting for me to watch. But just keep your eyes open. The crew fears Kazazel enough that they're not going to try to stab you in the back on board the ship. But people get jealous. They always get jealous of those more successful than themselves. You will have a lot of new opportunities coming your way, and you will need to sort out who you can trust and who's looking to kick you off the ladder so they can climb.
You had heard a bit more about Teresa through random bits of gossip around the ship. Apparently, she left the Schola Progenium to join Kazazel's crew. She was being trained to be a sister of battle, but she was not exactly the religious type, and found their blind zealotry contemptible. From your own interactions with her, you can tell that she's more ambitious than eternal service to the Emperor would likely fulfill.
You can trust Kazazel. Or, well, you can trust him to be Kazazel. But can you trust anyone else? Can you even trust me? Maybe I've just been putting terrible ideas into your head, newbie.
Teresa grinned as she looked over your blocky ship.
So, what are you going to name her?
You're shipping out once more. But to where? Only Kazazel and his navigators know for sure. But before we begin a new adventure, it is time to name the ship that you have fought so hard to acquire. Post your name suggestions in the comment section below. After a few days, the top 5 most liked names will be compiled into a poll and placed in the community tab. You will be able to vote on which name you like best. Good luck to all of you. No man do they call me. My mother and my father, and all my comrades as well. Thank you all very much for watching the latest episode of Kazazel's Merry Marauders. If you enjoy what you heard, please leave a like and comment, as that will help the main character of this series gain wealth beyond the imagining of the most decadent imperial nobles. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing so you can hear more stories with characters trying to rise to the top. If you have absolutely no idea what's going on, you can click on the playlist link, which should be appearing on your screen right now. And if you wish to offer your support so I can continue to make this series and others like it on this channel, feel free to support me via Patreon or PayPal, both of which will be linked in the description below. Thank you all very, very much. No Man out.